my channel. My name is Bernice. Thank you for coming back to watch another video. I feel like I've been away for so long, but I am around. So I'm going to do a perfume addict tag, and I have quite a few questions. Now, the first question says, why do you use fragrances? I use fragrances because it is a habit. It's what I do every day. Once I'm done preparing, I then spray on my perfume. I also used to do that when I was using body sprays and body mists and not necessarily fragrances or perfumes. So yes, I would do all of that, bath, prepare, and then I would spray my perfume. So it's basically a habit that I've been doing for quite a long time. Number two, how much and where do you apply fragrances? I apply, I think, over 20 sprays, because I do 2 here, 2 here, 1, and then lower down here, and then lower down my body also, and my legs and my knees. That's where I apply. I try not to apply on this region because it gets warmed up and then it irritates me. Then I just get so irritated throughout the day smelling the fragrance, so I avoid this area. And also I don't spray on the skin of this area because I feel like it's very sensitive. I just apply lotion or Vaseline, and then I don't apply here also. So once I've sprayed here, I just dab like that behind my ears, and yeah, that's basically what I do. I guess that should be like 20 sprays or 25, and then I don't reapply it throughout the day. I just hope that it carries me through throughout the day. If you're hearing noises, it's just people in the house doing whatever, but that's fine. Then, how many perfumes do you use per day? I use 2 perfumes per day. One would be the scent of the day, and then one would be the one that I know will help the scent of the day perform very well. Most of the time that one is like my base fragrance, which is my Narciso Rodriguez Pure Musk. I like it because it is a neutral fragrance, but the musk is just there. And then whichever fragrance I pair it with, normally sweet or it is fruity or whatever, it just helps the fragrance to perform much better. And I like that combination. Also, I like to use the body mist and then the fragrance for the day. Most of the time this body mist is vanilla. It has some caramel. It's quite milky and creamy, and then the scent of the day will be what I pair it with, and that helps the fragrance to just stay close to my skin, because once I've done bathing and I applied my lotion, I quickly go and spray the body mist first, and then it dries and I spray it again before I get dressed, and then it dries, and then I'm going to spray the perfume after. So I feel like that helps the fragrance perform more. So I don't actually need to respray throughout the day. I don't carry my perfumes anywhere in my bag. I do not do it. I leave my perfumes at home. But yeah, I think by 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, after a few hours, like 7-hour working day, I feel like I still smell quite good, so I don't want to carry any fragrances around. Okay, do you enjoy other perfumed products? I like lotions. I liked scented candles and diffusers which have those oils inside that smell very good, and then the sticks just come out like that. I like those ones a lot. Yeah, I do enjoy. But the lotions recently, I'm not a fan because you constantly have to sanitize your hands, you constantly have to wash your hands. I stay away from lotions. I feel like they do not serve me any purpose at this moment, because I would touch something and I have to sanitize. I would touch something or touch someone and you just sanitize. So I feel like currently but back then I do appreciate a scented lotion, because you know, you just apply the lotion and you smell nice, but that's it. I don't necessarily have a love for scented lotions anymore. Okay, because I also apply lotions and Vaseline, and I don't use the scented lotions on my body. No, I don't do that. Then number 5, what fragrances in your collection best describe your current taste and aesthetics? Currently, I'm all about gourmand, fruity, very heavy, dark fragrances. And I would like to say these two, I know you've seen them a million times on my channel, but these two are representing what I'm all about. They are very, very deep, very strong, very dark, and vanilla. This is a coffee one, and the coffee in here is heavy. Yeah, the coffee in here is heavy and it's bittersweet. So this is what I'm all about currently. And this one can give you also an idea of the vanilla spicy heaviness to it. Yeah, I love these two so much. This is what I'm currently all about. And it's quite a lot of my gourmand fragrances that I'm loving, like La Nuit Tresor, Black Opium, the YSL, Black Opium, Nuit Blanc, I mean. And which one? Yes, like your Rihanna Rebel Fleur. They are so dark and very gourmand and well-rounded, so I love those ones currently. That's what I am all about. I'm smelling sweet as I possibly can. Okay, then number 6, fragrances that you love but you do not wear often, and why? I don't know. I love this one, but I never reach for it. This is the La Nuit Tresor in Love, and this one is it's such a bridal, feminine, fruity, crisp, sparkly fragrance, but I hardly wear it. I don't know why. Maybe I feel like it's not as strong as my other ones, but it's a dainty fragrance. It does the job, but I hardly reach for it. And then this one, on the other hand, I do not reach for this at all, but I love it, and I'm not willing to give it away. This is the Marina Princess Marina de Bourbon. So this one is very strong, guys. I'm still waiting for the winter. Last winter I hardly used it, because I used it one day and it was so strong. But I'm willing to give it a try again and see if I will like it. So I still have this in my cupboard and I'm not using it, in my wardrobe, and I'm not using it. But yeah, I'll give it a chance very soon. It is strong, by the way. It is like Scandal and La Vie est Belle in one fragrance. The tonka bean is strong. It's just a lot, but those are the two that I have and I hardly use. Do you divide fragrances by masculine, feminine, seasonal, or based on any other categories? I try to put them in categories of sweet, the most sweetest, and then fruity floral, and then I have my work friendly fragrances, which are not so sweet but very elegant, grown, perfumey, and clean. So I have those 3 categories. Most of the time I'm never in my fruity floral category, like my Jimmy Choo or my Coach fragrances. I hardly use those ones, but I'm either wearing my vanilla sweet candy fragrances, or I'm wearing the clean work fragrances. So basically I do have 3 groups that I put my fragrances in. Seasonal, not so much, but feminine, definitely. I have them, I make sure that they're all as feminine as possible. But I do have one that is very unisex, which is the Zadig and Voltaire. This is her. That's the only one, but besides that one, every fragrance is very feminine. I have them in their categories, and they are not necessarily seasonal. I spray whichever fragrance anytime, anywhere. But if it's too hot, there are some fragrances that I just stay away from because they can get very annoying as they warm up. Number 8, how do you typically purchase fragrances? I like to order them online and have them delivered to the house. I feel like if I go to the store, the shop ladies, the shop assistants for me are not very helpful, or they're not very, yeah, not very kind, if I can put it that way, because you ask them for samples and they say no, they do not have, yet you can see the drawer filled with samples. But I guess it's because they get the instruction from management that they shouldn't spray anyone. But the thing is, I'm not touching the fragrance myself, you are. And for me to ask for a specific sample or to be sprayed, it means that I know exactly what I want. But then there are those who still refuse and say no. Okay, so I feel like that's not very nice. So I just prefer to order my fragrances online. They get delivered to my house and I just unbox and that's it. I feel like that's way less of a stress, unlike me going to the store and then having to ask for a fragrance and then people refusing, and you know, it's just all of that stuff. I don't want to go through that at all. Then, so yes, the question was, how do you typically purchase fragrances? Sampling based on reviews, blind buys, or trying to sample in store. I don't go to the store, but basically I do sample. I like to get my samples, and based on reviews, and also I blind buy. The main one is that I blind buy, but try in stores is not what I do. Then number 9 says, what fragrances from your collection was not love at first sniff, but it took you some time to love? This one here. So this one, the story behind it is, I had a sample, a very small sample, and I would use the sample for the entire week after I've bathed and all of that at night. It took me close to a week and more to get used to this fragrance and to actually love this fragrance. The thing is, once you've sprayed it on and you've gotten used to it, you want to constantly, you know, smell on your wrist, because it gets so good when it gets warmed up and you get used to it slowly but surely. But it took me a week and a half. I would just put like, and then just, you know, and then at night as I'm sleeping I would smell it and it would just get so it would smell so good. So this took me a long time, and this is Angel Mugle EDT. This is in the 40 ml. So yeah, this took me a long time to get used to, but I love it. It's a praline, very harsh praline in my opinion, and a very raw patchouli, and it just gets warm though. It gets warm and becomes a dark chocolatey, a bitter dark chocolate once you get used to it. Okay, then how do you handle fragrance failures or disappointments? Now, I currently gave away my Carolina Herrera Good Girl. That was the one that I had. That was the first declutter ever because it was so strong. And then there's this one that I'm going to give away very soon, which is the Burberry Touch EDP. Luckily, I got the 30 ml, which is quite small. I have it on here. Now, the thing with this fragrance is that I cannot smell it. I only get the woodiness to it. That's it. And then it turns into a Vaseline petroleum jelly scent, no matter how many times I spray it. But when you look at the notes of that fragrance, the notes are ridiculous. There's so many fruity notes. There's so many notes there that I cannot pick up at all. So I feel like I should just give that fragrance away. I'll give it to my little sister if I think she will like it. But yes, I don't plan on keeping that fragrance. So how do I handle disappointments? I handle them quite well, because most of my fragrances I get them at a very low price, so I don't necessarily think I wasted a lot of money if I find that I do not like a fragrance, but I just give it away to someone who I know will love the fragrance, and I just keep it moving, you know. But so far I've had only 2, which is a Carolina Herrera, and it will be this Burberry Touch for Women EDP very soon. I might, because I honestly just cannot smell that fragrance at all. Then fragrances on your wish list that you are not able to buy, and why. I do have my wishlist video down below. I will link it in the description box. Most of them are quite expensive, so I want to buy them, but at the same time I feel like I don't want to buy them because they are so expensive. And it's like once you have that money, you just want to buy other fragrances, and you know that you're going to get a lot of quality fragrances instead of buying just that one. So that's my problem. Whenever I have the money, I see so many other fragrances that I want to try out, then I would buy those fragrances. When I add up the cost, I realize I could have bought this one for that price, but then I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Not now though, maybe in the future, I don't know. But I always want to get the best discount, the best deals for these fragrances. Okay, and then the last one is, what percentage of your collection is niche, designer, and celebrity? So niche, 0%, because niche is expensive and I'm not going to do that anytime soon. Designer, I have, okay, wait, celebrity is 18%. All right, yes, it's 18%, and then the rest is designer. So I just calculated how many celebrity fragrances I have, and I have 6 over 31. Is it 6? Yeah, I think I said 6 over 32. So I just used all of my luxury fragrances, which is 32. I didn't put in my inspirations, I didn't put all of that, no, I just put in the luxury fragrances. Then the rest is designer. So yes, that's what I have for you for today. I hope you like this video, guys. I really tried. Every time I have to do these tags, my nerves just get so worked up. I don't know why. And I repeat the video over and over. Like, I record a video so many times, but once I just start feeling comfortable, and then I just continue on. So yes, I hope you really like this video. Do give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel. We are so close to hitting a milestone, which I'm so excited for. But definitely share my video, give me a like, and leave a comment below, and tell me what are your favorite fragrances, because my channel is all about fragrances. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.